Coming up, please welcome Sam and Alice Vanderpump.
Woo! Welcome.
I do think there is something quite amazing about being the first hand your baby ever touches. I think that's amazing.
He called me a fat hairy hobbit and laughed.
It was a joke. I'm sorry, darling.
Oh, guys. You will be. Don't make any jokes that she's in labour.
I was told I was going to need a liver transplant a few months ago. I could get a phone call at any moment saying, we've got a liver for you. I'm so sorry.
It could be a donor.
Can you imagine?
You know what? And that's literally why I had to have my phone on loud.
Not knowing when he might have a liver transplant and having a young child is slightly concerning.
Welcome back to No Parental Guidance. We are officially in the home stretch of January, the month that feels like it's lasted about 100 days, right? But if you are currently staring at a grey sky and dreaming of a sun lounger, you are not alone. That's why we are thrilled to have Jet2 Holidays sponsoring today's episode.
Hi, Hannah. How are you?
I feel like a bag of today because...
You don't look like it, babe.
Oh, Louise, my daughter was up vomiting all night. And I mean... from when I went to bed at 11 o'clock until I was sat, in the rocking chair and she's like 2.5. But I think she's had like a bit of a cold, a bit mucousy, loves a dummy, gag reflex wasn't working out for her last night. So she was vomiting like every half hour.
Oh my God.
And I went through eight towels because what I was doing is holding it to her mouth and collecting it and then like almost like making it into a parcel, getting the next bit and holding it, waiting for a bit more. And then I was
did a
wash load. Well, because I was trying to wipe it from her mouth. Oh. And by the time that I'd got up the first time with her, I just picked up a pile of towels and just put them in there.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, I could have just got our baking bowl from the kitchen that everybody just
Lovely.
Sick bowl, baking bowl, put it through the dishwasher. It's good to go.
Yeah,
it's anti-backed.
Yeah.
So I think like last night I got 2 hours and 13 minutes of unbroken sleep.
And you still look fabulous. You still turned up looking glorious.
I feel like I drank 10 pints in Wetherspoons last night, vomited and then got punched in the face and then got up at 5 a.m. Here I am. But it's like, as you go, I know, good old Wetherspoons. But it's like, as a working mum, these things happen. People think the newborn phase is like, oh my God, it's so tricky. You never sleep. And then you get to the toddler phase where they wake up and you can't just go, go back to sleep. Because they're like, get up now. And it's like, no, Annabelle, it's 1:15 in the morning and you're vomiting. And then she wants to go and see her brothers who are asleep. Oh, gosh. And I had to shout my husband a few times last night.
Did he help?
Get the up. Well, he doesn't like sick. Oh. So when Annabelle was being sick, he was going, and I was like, just take that towel, pass me another one, like let me wipe her face. And I'm like, Annabelle, you're okay, you're fine, good girl, you're so brave. And then I was secretly going to the side. And it's not like we used to eat like, fish fingers and chips. It's like that's kind of not a horrible smell, but it's like chickpeas and vegan lentils, like all that kind of shit. Kids are eating like loads of broccoli and spinach and it's like,
and that actually my fail is food related. So it turns out that chutney and strawberry jam look very much alike.
Oh no. Who did you feed?
Packed lunch sandwiches.
Oh Christ.
Chutney.
Like a onion and red ale chutney.
Yeah.
So Louise, a couple of weeks ago we were chatting and you were a bit emotional because you are a normal working mum. And having children, the mental load, work, everything is just a pressure cooker in the old head.
Aye.
How are you feeling now?
A lot better. I think it's really important to offload. There was a lot going on like behind the scenes with school and home life that, we don't usually share on our social media. Our social media is usually kind of very upbeat and funny, but actually we are real people.
It's funny because afterwards you were like, oh, I'm so sorry. I know. And we were all like, what are you sorry for? You are a mum. Like everybody, we all get like that.
It's like a small tipping point and then it just, the floodgates open.
It's like a grenade goes in your head.
Yeah. And that's it. And it's funny, actually, my best friend, we call it a Billy Elliot. And it's because we watched Billy Elliot when it came out and we cried at it. We were like, oh my God, that's amazing. And then we could not stop crying. Really? And it was just like, ah! We're like, what are we crying for? We don't even know, but it feels so good just to get it out. Yeah. It's like cathartic. And so every time that we have these mental load, overstimulated, everything, overwhelmed, breakdowns. We call them our Billy Elliot.
I love that. I'm going to start doing that as well.
Right, I have a win of the week. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I know we always have our fails, but someone who is more optimistic than us has sent in their win of the week. Here we go. My 6-year-old daughter is obsessed with the Eras tour. Oh my God, so am I. I love Taylor. My win is I have somehow managed to turn bedtime into eras. Bath era, PJ era, story era, and sleep era.
Oh, wow.
She was so committed to completing the eras, she didn't even argue. And I got a rare 8 p.m. sit down. This woman is a genius.
What a genius.
And what a win.
That's a great idea. I feel like any tips that anyone has, like for bedtime routine, as the kids from the age of like 6, 7.
God.
Sorry.
Yeah.
From that age, it's really, you don't get your evenings anymore.
No, my evenings are gone.
Babies to bed, 7:30. Ooh, they're going to be in bed for that. Well, I say for 12 hours, hopefully.
Yeah.
But when they get a bit older, they keep coming downstairs.
Oh, Basil doesn't go to bed till like 10 now.
Yeah, what, like.
He's up with us.
And then you're like, but where's my evening gone?
I know.
You can't have in.
Off.
Yeah.
Well, what win of the week that was.
Amazing.
I love these wins. They're brilliant.
Keep
Very
sending
good
them in.
advice.
Yeah.
Today we are joined by a duo that is bringing a serious dose of Chelsea charm and West Hollywood royalty to the studio. He's a breakout star from E4's Maiden Chelsea, a savvy entrepreneur, and yes, the nephew of iconic Lisa Vanderpump. And joining him is his stunning wife and model and influencer who has taken social media by storm. Please welcome Sam and Alice Vanderpump.
Woo! Welcome.
Oh my God, that's actually the first time I've heard you introduced as, because normally it's Sam Vanderpump had a accent.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, is that nice then?
Yeah, this is the first time like hearing it.
We actually got a card the other day, which was to Mr. and Mrs. Vanderpump, from your cousins though.
Well, welcome, guys. Welcome to the podcast, No Parental Guidance. How are you?
Really well, thank you.
I've got to say, you're our first couple on the show that is pregnant for the first time. Absolutely no idea what's coming as parents.
Freshly married.
You've got no idea what's coming.
Well, pretty much, yeah. Absolutely no idea, but we are here to help.
We're not like
Or not.
chuckling in the background like, you have no idea.
Good. Like, no. It is wonderful, but we are here. Any questions?
I've got a lot, so
Good.
Have
this
you?
is good.
Fire away.
So you are, how many weeks pregnant are you?
35 weeks.
And I've got to
2
say,
days.
you look,
Look at you,
I
knowing
know.
more than me.
and I loved how we were talking before we started filming, and like Sam was saying how pregnancy is for him, how the pregnancy is for you.
It's been easy.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
Really
good.
light work.
Do you know when you
I
said
could do
that?
this again multiple times.
when you said that before we came in, there was a few women stood
Yeah.
around and we were like, how's the pregnancy for you? And you interjected and you were like, well, do you know what? And we're like, oh, shut up. We're not
Get
asking
out.
you.
Yeah.
It's not about
And
you.
Alice is there like,
You
shut
should have
up.
seen him in the first trimester. I'd be lying there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't move. I feel so sick. I'm hungry. And he'd be on the sofa having a
No.
phantom pregnancy doing the same thing.
So my husband
Aw.
had a phantom pregnancy. It was a thing, honestly, with all three. And it would be a case of, towards the end of the pregnancy, I was like, if you say that, I was gritting my teeth. Well, he'd be like, oh, do you know what? I feel a bit sick.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'd be
God, I think that
absolutely
would
back hurting. Like,
literally
on my
take-
back. I'm like,
no,
can we not?
no.
But you've
no.
had a few sickness issues. It's not been like the easiest pregnancy,
I'm
has it?
still taking morning sickness tablets
Are
today.
you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I've been
And you're-
sick the whole time.
You haven't had the smoothest of pregnancy runs.
No.
I do feel quite sorry for her.
Yeah. How's that for you?
Yeah, how are you
It's
doing?
been
Sam?
really difficult, that part of it, you know. No, I'm joking.
Have you
I've
actually-
been good support.
Have you been
Mostly.
physically throwing up or just feeling nauseous?
The tablets that I'm on are doing quite a good job at stopping the actual sickness, but if I miss a tablet or if I overdo it, I do still like throw up even now.
Oh, dear.
gosh.
Is there
I
anything
think
that stops
Alice
it?
is literally the 1% where if she didn't take the morning sickness tablet, she'd be sick the whole way through.
Yeah.
Because
Oh
if she
my
stops
gosh.
taking it, yeah, she's really. And then she's had urine retention, UTIs.
Oh yeah, I've got kidney reflux.
problems.
Oh, you're having a great time, aren't you?
It's not been great. Well, we've been to the hospital a fair few times actually, haven't we?
Oh, I mean, there's a running joke in my family, and they think they're so funny. They're like, because we live 2-minute walk from the hospital, and they're like, you guys should have just moved in the hospital because we're in and out of the hospital
Well,
so
they're like,
much.
it's our second home.
Oh, it's your second home. Ha, ha, ha. It's like, guys, the dad jokes are awful.
But you're due on Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
aren't
Oh, that's
you?
so
Love
lovely.
baby.
And you're having a boy?
Yes.
That's amazing.
And you've
That's
chosen a name?
Marmaduke.
Marmaduke, brilliant. Brilliant.
I
love that
Duke.
you've chosen the name already.
Duke.
Yeah,
I just hope he looks like a Marmaduke, because if not, we're out there now.
Well, it's so nice, because usually we've always said, wait till the baby comes, see what the baby looks like, but you've got meaning behind the name, haven't you?
Yeah, so my dad wanted to call my brother Marmaduke Vanderpump, and the reason for it was because when my brother was to become Prime Minister, and my dad had already decided this when my brother was born, apparently, he wanted him to be called Marmaduke, and thought it'd be a cool name for a Prime Minister, and Duke Vanderpump for short. But yeah, it's so special for me because my dad's obviously no longer with us, and I thought it was, I like a unique name, and I think he really wanted it, and I think it's in memory of him.
That's lovely. How does your mum feel about the name?
I think everyone's got used to it now, but the first reaction from everyone's not been...
Yeah, she was like, there's a reason why I objected to this name, and there's a reason why no one likes it. So there were a few members of Alice's family that turned round to her and was like, took her aside and went, Alice, if you want, you can talk to us about this. Like, they were genuinely concerned.
Oh my gosh.
Has Sam bullied you into this name? Like, you can have a conversation.
You can tell us.
You can tell us.
You're vulnerable. You're pregnant.
The one thing that we agreed on is that I have full autonomy over the next name.
Oh, what is the next name?
Well, we don't know.
We have a few ideas.
Depends if it's a girl or a boy. I don't want to give the name away.
I thought you meant middle name.
Oh, no. I think we're doing Marcus for the middle name.
Again, for my dad. So at that point, everyone was like, how comes you've got both names? And then I was like, okay, well, if we go Marmaduke Marcus, then it would be, full autonomy would go to Alice for the next name.
And I'm really hoping the next one's a girl. So
yeah,
I love that you're already talking about the next baby. And
I know.
It's kind of scaring me. He wants to have Irish twins. He's like, let's pop another one out straight away. And I'm like, I think I need some time. I really think I need some time.
There are pros and cons to that. I didn't do that. All my kids, I think you're the same, Hannah. Our kids about 3 years apart.
Ours are literally age identical. Yours are slightly older, but we have the same age.
Yeah.
I think that's a perfect age gap. But for our second wedding, I don't want to be pregnant during that one. So I'm like, the timing, I just don't know. Also,
I realised with my kids' age gaps, and because I've got 3 of them, that I'm doing the school run for 12 years. That's a life sentence.
That's a lot of WhatsApp groups, Louise.
It's too many already. And that's a lot of cake sales.
That is funny.
But I do have friends who had kids. They got 3 under 3, and their school run is
How do they do that though?
I
hanging on by a thread,
I
think is the phrase. I need to ask you though, like what are your expectations for parenthood? When the baby wakes in the night, who's going to be getting up? Have you got visions? You have to breastfeed, or you're not so concerned about it? What's your vision for the next?
I would love to breastfeed, but I think we are both so last minute and so relaxed that we haven't planned. I think we're going to just take it as it comes. I don't think there's anything that we've thought out that we're like, we must do it this way.
I think that is the best way. Absolutely.
We also subconsciously kind of know certain things. We know I'm going to be doing the late nights and Alice is going to be doing the early mornings just from our natural sleeping
I don't know if I'm going to pump or not. So I'm not sure on that one. But I think nighttime is not really a problem because he doesn't sleep until 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I go to bed at like 10, but I can wake up like that.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's going to be, I don't want to speak too soon, but I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem for us.
How nice that you've both recognised that as well, because that's sometimes half the battle with couples where it's like, if they both go to bed at 10 and then they both wake up at the same time, it's like, well, who's going to get up in the night then?
Yeah.
And that's don't need that conflict.
That problem. Like, I don't think it's not going to be like, well, I did it last night, you've got to do it tonight. I really don't think that'll be a problem for us.
If you stick to that routine, that sounds like a winning combination.
We are incredibly lucky though, and this is one thing I must say. We are so fortunate that both our professions, we obviously work in social media and reality TV as well, but most of what we do is from home. I think we thank the stars for that, and we're looking forward to Juke so much, and we know we're going to really get to enjoy this.
Yeah, that's lovely.
I feel a bit emotional here. It's so nice. It really is.
Broody.
Do you, Louise?
Yeah, I do. It's not going to happen.
No, it's going to.
You never know. Never say never.
I really love seeing a pregnant woman. I just think, oh my God, it's just magical. It's such a magical time.
Especially when they look like you. You are
stunning.
Insane, glowing. Look, I've seen your Instagram and it is just pristine. How are you going to feel about getting punami explosions and you're going to be covered in You ain't going to be wearing white hun.
everywhere. Yeah, are you going to
how do you
show
feel?
that
What
on
do you think
Instagram?
about this? We've just bought a new sofa and it's white.
No, don't tell me.
No,
Don't tell me.
no.
Do you know what? Milk
loads of
stains. Yeah, put some blankets over it and it'll be fine.
Can I say something weird then? I don't know if you felt this, Hannah, but I actually quite liked the smell of
the
poo.
mustard shit.
Wait,
yeah.
what?
Because it's
Okay,
not. Because
you need to see a doctor.
It's just
Sweet.
milk poo. It's sweet, and I quite liked the smell of it.
And the smell of the newborn baby. You know when they do the little scrunch.
It's
Oh
only
my
when
God.
they start eating solids that their poo goes from like.
Yeah, I literally
We were around
heaved.
our friends, Ollie and Gareth, yesterday. They've got 2-year-olds. One of them obviously dropped a bomb and it stunk
Guys, you're actually
so
going to make
bad.
me heave. Like,
Yeah.
this is a horrific chat for a first
Welcome
thing
to
on
No
a
Parental
Monday.
Guidance.
Conflict that we've had so far about parenting is who's going to be doing most of the nappies. I don't think either of us want to do that.
Have you seen the videos of dads where they're like, like actually heaving at changing?
I
Like,
have, everyone does tell me, and I hope this happens, as much as I don't want to become normalised to poo.
You will.
You will.
Desensitized.
You'll have it on your arm and be like, oh,
yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, apparently when it's your own child, you'll love the smell of poo or something like that.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
true.
know.
Yeah.
You'll probably start changing your mates' baby.
No.
Or your mates,
no.
you know.
Or your mates, yeah.
No. I've actually said to Ollie and Gareth Locke that because they're like, oh no, it's absolutely fine, we'll do it, and we're like, fine,
Come
you live down the
over.
road,
Yeah.
you can be over
Oh,
every
that's nice.
single
You live
day.
close to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally
Oh my
2 minutes
love
away.
that. Oh, perfect.
We literally walked to theirs for Sunday lunch yesterday.
You know that their kids sleep
I was just going to say
all the
ridiculous.
time.
Is that
I don't
actually
know how
true?
to do it.
It's not.
Honestly,
It is true.
It's not normal.
Is it actually?
They didn't have a nap yesterday, and I think they'd woken up at. They had to wake them up just before 11, and they'd been put down at 6.
Just to let you know, that's not particularly that normal. So don't.
Let's not normalise that.
No.
And just to make it you aware as well, my daughter is the same age as Ollie's twins. And when he was on our podcast and talking about this outrageous sleep routine, we were like, what? This can't be true. So now you've validated
we nearly
that.
kicked him out of the studio.
Yeah, we did.
"Get out."
We were cross about it. But last night, my daughter was awake on the hour, every hour, vomiting, crying. And I feel like today I had 10 pints in Wetherspoons last night and somebody's punched me in the face. And here I am. And it's like, she's two and a half.
Gorgeous. You look gorgeous.
Yeah, you look amazing.
Thanks, guys. I'll say it again. Stop it. But it's the reality of being awake in the night. I remember when I found out when I had my firstborn, I was like, so when the baby's fed every 2 hours, but by the time you've got the baby up, changed the nappy, you've had and then the baby is like awake once you've fed it. And it's like, when does like mum or dad sleep? I
This is
genuinely
what I
didn't
want to
realise a
know.
baby feeds every 2 hours.
The first week, what do we expect in terms of sleep? I actually don't know, because some people say don't wake a sleeping baby, and some people are saying every 2 hours you've got to wake the baby up.
Yeah, I feel like a baby is instinctive. You know, that's all they've got.
Yeah.
and
They're very
human beings are
instinctive.
instinctive.
Very.
And you follow their lead. They
Yeah.
will tell. A baby will tell you through their cries. I know this from my book reading.
Yeah.
They'll tell you whether they either need one of three things: feeding, diaper change, or burping. I've got the third one.
Yeah.
And
Yes, exactly.
so if they're going to tell you those three things, if they're not waking up to tell you that, they probably don't need it. So I would be on
The only thing I have to say that
belief.
caveat is that is my mum let me sleep through the first night, and apparently I slept for 8 hours, and I ended up back in hospital because I had low blood sugar.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I don't know.
I
Maybe we'll
think-
set like a limit to max 5 hours or something.
Well, it depends, I guess. Obviously, like we're not medically trained, but you know, if the babies are underweight. So my second born went underweight. So then they were saying you need to wake him up to feed him.
Yeah.
Isn't the ideal situation then for Alice to just be able to pump for days and then have loads of it stocked up, and then let's say, for example, she could sleep for 10 hours and I could feed like 5 times through.
But it concerns me that not everyone can breastfeed the same. Some people don't like to pump, or it hurts too much, or they can't produce milk.
Well,
so
we squeezed your boob the other day and milk came out.
colostrum.
All right, guys.
Really?
We don't need to know what's been
It
going
scared
on in
me.
your
It took me
bedroom.
by
It's
surprise.
amazing.
Took me really
so
by
much
surprise.
trouble
Oh, I love
later.
that. No, I love that. I didn't. Because my breast milk was, I couldn't like pump and pump and pump.
Yeah.
I really wanted to. Like, I have some friends that I think you actually donated your own milk, didn't you?
Yeah, a lot to the NHS. Yeah.
But
wow.
you donated it. Some people, I know people selling it.
So much.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realise that you could sell it on like eBay and stuff. Otherwise, I wouldn't have given it to the NHS. I'd have
Before I forget, sorry, I've just because we talked about this on last week's pod. Apparently, and I don't know what truth is in this, but placentas apparently worth 50 grand.
Yeah.
Apparently.
FYI.
I don't know. How do you feel about that? I mean, like, I'm all here for making money, and I am. I'd sell my my left kidney for a bit of money if I didn't need it. Well, unfortunately, mine are a bit weak.
Yeah, we'll come on to that. I don't think that's going on eBay just yet.
But I don't know how I feel about placenta. You're some, because all I imagine is some weird person out there really enjoying Alice's placenta.
No, it's because people think there's so many health benefits.
Weird.
But the research I've done into placentas is that actually you're more likely at risk to get an infection from consuming placenta than you are to get any benefit.
50 grand? Let's sell it tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
Juke don't need it.
Hannah and I both ate our placentas after.
No, you didn't.
No, see, I'm not for that.
No, it turned up into pills. I wouldn't eat it.
We didn't just like, hey, the baby's just come out while getting stitched up, legs are in stirrups.
I spoke to someone and they said that by the time it's been dehydrated, that there's no benefit to it anymore. The only thing that benefits you is iron.
Are saying absolute wasting your time.
Fantastic. Well, here we are.
Yeah, did it, and whatever.
Did it help?
But there are moments where I think I just gave you my placenta, which is apparently worth 50 grand. Have you just given me just flour?
You never know.
Like, in
oh my
capsules.
God, yeah, if you use some like dodgy company, they kept your placenta and they gave you like some flour pills.
Like, God, these taste like talcum powder.
Nothing beats that just booked feeling, especially when you know you've secured your dream Jet2 holiday early and can spread the cost all the way to summer. Get that just booked feeling now with just a £60 deposit per person. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. Package holidays you can trust.
Alice is going through this debate at the moment. She's been, for the whole of her pregnancy, she's been saying, I'm going to be doing a water birth, no pain medication, no epidural.
Not because I don't want pain medicine, just because you can't have it if you have a water birth.
My mum looked at her and laughed.
Everyone has. Anyone that's birthed a child said, just get the epidural.
Yeah.
Can I say, though, I gave birth my first at home with no drugs.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
See, my mum didn't have with either of hers either.
Not that I need a medal for that, but it is possible.
No, but it's nice to hear for you to say that.
I think everyone's really quick to talk about negative pregnancy, birthing stories. No one really wants to talk about the nice stuff. And
I like that.
Out of my 3 births, well, they were all natural, but 2 out of 3 were really lovely.
Aww.
You know, it's really interesting. We had this conversation last night with Ollie and Gareth, but you mentioned natural, but now that's a bit of a taboo word to use natural. I'm not going to say the other word.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's the word?
Why is that the natural way?
Oh, I see.
Some women are offended
Yeah.
because they believe that like having a C-section is still natural.
Okay,
vaginal
So
birth.
vaginal. So I've had 3 vaginal births.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
wasn't going to say
vaginal.
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 I don't like saying vaginal.
Came out
That's
of your
why.
vagina. My 9-year-old was like, hey, mummy, does the baby come out your vulva? And it's like, just say your flower. Your vagina. Like a vaginal delivery. It's like, look, the baby's out and it's safe. That's all anybody cares about.
That's all that matters.
So
but it's a good point, though. Is a natural another word for just is it like
A natural
drug free?
delivery. Well, oh yeah, because some people don't class it being a natural birth if you even have an epidural.
Oh, there you go. So you're into this whole realm.
Yeah.
I remember somebody said to me once, it's that like joke where they say, that, your fanny looks like a punched lasagna after you've given birth. And I remember being like, what a silly thing to say. And then after my 6-week checkup and the midwife was like, don't look. And then when obviously I had a look and I was like, there it is.
I've had a weird thing happen to me in the last 2 days where I was like, vaginal birth, water birth. And then Sam did a perineal massage on me. I started crying after 2 minutes from the small bit of stretching, and I thought, I don't think I can do that. I thought, a melon coming out of me, something the size of a melon. I thought, there's no way I'm going to be able to do a natural birth. And in the last 2 days, I've panicked and thought maybe I want a C-section.
Do you know when you are about to be sick and your body just knows.
Yeah,
and you
get
can't really
feelings.
stop it, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be sick, and your body knows, right, it's coming up, something's not right, and you throw up. It's the same when you're pushing a bit. Well, for me, when I was pushing a baby out, my body knew exactly what to do. Like it just did. And
I just worry about like pelvic issues after or incontinence, because I already struggle with certain bladder problems. I'm like, the last thing I want is incontinence or like
just put yourself in for like with a pelvic health physiotherapist. Get a mummy. They call it like a like not a mummy makeover, but you could like the pelvic health physiotherapist. A lady came around to my house and was literally fingering me in my living room a couple of weeks after I'd given birth, and she was like, "Do you know what?" And she was pressing on all the pelvic muscles, and my dad was like, "Hannah, do you want a cup of tea?" And I'm like, "Dad, I'm just a bit busy in a minute." And then next thing, she's telling me, "Do you know what? The muscles are actually doing well," and she gave me loads of exercises to do every day. I did them, and I still myself. No, I didn't really. No, it really, really helped. So try and book somebody.
You went to your 6-week follow-up, and it still looked like a smashed lasagna. How long does it take?
So it'll just heal, and then when it heals, you'll be like, "Let's have another one," and I'll do it again.
Gosh,
yeah.
You know what the men say?
Me.
It's like watching their favourite pub burn down.
It's not.
Let's not look down that.
Imagine you at the business end.
Will you be down the business end?
Yeah,
Absolutely
with
not.
my meta glasses on.
No.
Yes, absolutely.
I think
We're
not.
filming a documentary here.
Is it going to be filmed? Are you going to film not the business end?
Being serious about the meta glasses, but I'd rather you stay at the head end.
To be fair, I make jokes and bad
Too
jokes.
many jokes.
Too many bad jokes. But in all seriousness, I do think there is something quite amazing about being down business end and being the first hand your baby boy or baby girl ever touches. I think that's amazing.
You
like
worded it really nicely now, but before he's going, "I'm going to pull the baby out." I'm like, "You're not doing anything. Thank you."
These are my bad jokes. I'm like, I'm going to be down there and I'm going to be pulling the baby out, and she's like, "Oh my god!" So I make bad jokes. But,
You've got the dad jokes already before you're a dad. Like,
they've been going for the last 10 years strong.
And he's had one piece of advice, which is don't make jokes, and that is the one thing he can't follow.
It was literally the first page of the book, the first book I read, and I was like, "Your jokes are not funny." I was
he called me a fat
yes,
hairy
they
hobbit.
are. Challenge accepted.
He called me a fat hairy hobbit and laughed.
It was a joke. Oh my god, I sound like my father. My dad used to do that, and it wasn't funny.
We need to get you a new book of dad jokes. I think we should maybe see if there's somebody else that has got some.
I feel bad. I'm sorry, darling.
Oh, you guys.
We're like, no, will be.
Don't make any jokes that she's in labour.
But what are you most concerned about? What scares you the most about the journey over the next few years?
For me, I think it's the timing of like having a child, and then Sam's got like some health issues going on as well. So I'm like not knowing when he might have a liver transplant, and having a young child is slightly concerning.
Yeah.
What's the latest with that, Sam?
Well, I was actually put on the waiting list, the liver transplant waiting list last month.
Yeah.
So I was told I was going to need a liver transplant a few months ago. I'm now active. I could get a phone call at any moment saying, "We've got a liver for you." It's quite unlikely that I would get an urgent. There are people who are much more urgent than me. So, but they do take a factor into it is the time on list. So it does look like it'd probably be within 2 years.
Oh, I see. Right.
Which I think gives us a lot of time to process and prepare. But I mean, that's really the update. I mean, if I became more unwell, then I would probably get a transplant sooner.
And just to backtrack, so when you were very little, you were...
So at 4, I was diagnosed with congenital hepatic fibrosis. And they said, one day I may need a liver transplant. But they also said, we don't know. You may never need a liver transplant. Live your life normally. That's what we did. And and they said, you know, with tests and appointments over the years, every appointment I'd go in for, they would go, "You are perfectly healthy. You've got this disease. It could go downhill at any point.
Right.
But you're fine now." And, you know, when I was 4, they thought I could have a transplant at 17. And they were like, the fact I was at 28 or 27 or whatever the age I was at the time and had never had a serious like infection or anything was pretty amazing. But yeah, I got an infection.
When I met Sam, he was fine.
Absolutely.
That's
And
how
long
quickly it
into
could
it?
happen.
Yeah, how long into the
6 months. So 6 months after we met, I suddenly just became very unwell. And I couldn't shake this cold, flu, in and out of hospital for little things along the lines of flu and asthma attacks. Couldn't shake it. And it got to a point where it really got bad and I just didn't want to do anything. I was in bed. Alice came home. I wouldn't move. I was meant to be flying to Dubai that evening.
Very lethargic. Didn't make much sense.
and you kind of called the shots there to be like, actually, you need to get an
She
ambulance.
spoke to my
did you?
mum,
yeah,
didn't you?
I was meant to be going to Manchester for work, so I called his mum. He'd been in and out of hospital so many times in the few weeks leading up to it that we weren't really sure like what's going on. At the time, I thought it was that he was taking too much codeine. So I called his mum. His mum said that she would come up. Before I left again, I was kind of like, I really don't think this is right. I looked at him. His lips were so dry. He wouldn't really make eye contact with me. So I was like, no, I'm going to call 999 now. Not thinking it was actually going to be that serious, but just to be safe, really.
Yeah.
And then,
Thank God you did.
Yeah, thank goodness you did.
I mean, they said literally in after I came out and I made a recovery, they went, if you'd got into hospital about 24 hours later, we don't think you would have made it.
Holy
No.
Wow, Alice, you saved his life.
And the crazy thing, I guess, about a transplant is you need a donor.
Yeah.
How many people have registered to donate and like organ donors and stuff? And
You've hit a real key point here. It's not about, finding a good match is obviously a very big point, but finding matches is not the hard part. What the hard part is the amount of people on the waiting list for a liver on all, and not just livers, all organs, outweigh the amount of organs being donated. That's because 80% of the population agree to organ donation, but only 50% of people are actually having their organs donated when they unfortunately pass away, when they're viable.
50%.
And that's just because a lack of people making their families aware of what their true decision is. And obviously in these distressed states where organs can be viable for donation, families don't want to think about organ donation. So 50% of the time, they don't donate the organs.
And like one person could donate like quite a few, 7 organs really to save,
So, there's a big thing that, 80% of people would actually donate their organs.
I would.
But when it comes round to it, let's say you haven't had that conversation with your family or haven't made your decision aware. Let's say, God forbid, anything happened to you, your husband would be too distressed to think about it and would actually go,
of course.
No, I can't think about it, and would pass on your organs being donated. So it's a real massive thing I'm pushing for at the moment. I'm so sorry.
It could be a donor.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
You know what? And that's literally why I have to have my phone on loud.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
24/7, he has to have his phone on.
Anytime.
Yeah, and they say most of the time to expect it in the middle of the night. So apologies for that, but I actually you know what?
You have a good reason now.
That was a complete mistake, and I probably would have put it on mute.
Who was it? Was it your auntie?
It was an alarm.
Was that to wake you up at 5
saying wake up at 10 a.m.
Oh my God.
No, it was actually to remind me to take my tablets because, I just had my alarms on to take my tablets.
But I do want to know, so how did your love story start? How did you meet?
We have very different stories when it comes to this, don't we?
I love this. We want both narratives.
Yes.
Alice stared at me for a few hours straight.
Alice, what actually happened?
Yeah, here we go.
He slid in your DMs. You want off and you thought, do you know what? Go on, I'll go for a date with you.
We went to watch the Euro finals.
It was also my birthday.
July 14th, 2024.
Yeah.
Oh.
It'd be so funny if I got that date wrong right now.
It would be so awkward.
Oh, it'd be so
funny.
awkward. Yeah. Okay, I got that right. Yes. So 14th of July, 2024, watching the Euros final. And I was actually with a good friend of mine, a few good friends of mine. And I looked to the left and there was this girl standing up, staring at me. And I turned around to one of my friends and I went, "Who's that staring at me?" And anyway, it was the girl next to her that was Alice.
You made this joke. I knew that. Do you know, I thought, let me see if he makes this joke or not. He's made that joke so many times. So many times.
You got your feather knickers on
And he
today, haven't you?
still laughs.
I don't think that was insane joke.
He finds himself so funny.
My own joke.
So Alice, what actually happened?
He leaned in. Do you know that thing that men do when they shut their eyes and like start to purse their lips and like lean in nice and slowly for a kiss? And I was like, I've got a cold. I was a bit sick at the time. So I was like, I didn't know what to do. So I kind of backed away and then it got really awkward. And then we did kiss, but it was a very awkward,
and then you caught COVID
kiss.
On the same stair.
And then what happened after that? You just, you were both ill. What happened?
I turned into a compulsive liar, apparently. I put my put my Instagram details into Alice's phone.
Stole my phone.
Stole her phone. Followed myself on Instagram. And then messaged...
Yeah, so
and then messaged Alice saying... within 2 or 3 days, when I messaged you the next day.
The next day, I think.
I asked you out on a date, and I thought, I can't just ask her to go for a drink. I've got to come up with something quite original.
I think because he was like, what are you doing on Wednesday or Thursday? And I was like, it depends what for.
I was really cool and really smooth because I was like not letting anything on. I was leaving it very blunt. I was like, what are you doing Tuesday? Like, so she couldn't imagine. Then she was like, she would act interested.
Yeah.
She'd be like, nothing, why? So she'd constantly reply to try and find out more. I was quite cool. And
That's
then I was
cool.
like,
I like that.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, so cool. We're going to Sumo Wrestling World Championship final Wednesday night.
Wow.
And
Complete
no one
lie.
had ever said anything like that to me before, and that was intriguing. That was very
That is
intriguing.
intriguing. That's a date you're not going to forget.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't go on this
I
date.
was so
Oh, fine.
disappointed.
I mean, I was going to say, what was it like? Was it quite romantic seeing these sumo wrestlers
We're in the
fighting each
splash
other?
zone.
So where did you go?
Just to a Beaverbrook townhouse. Had a
Which
drink.
is so lovely.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And then after you'd had that date, did you just know? Like, did you just have that connection? And because I mean, things have moved fairly quickly for you when you think
They have.
in the summer of 2024, and it's the start of 2026, and you've
We've hardly
got
done
married.
anything.
I
have we?
don't
know.
think it's a case of like you instantly know. It's a case of it's not like no. Like everything that unfolded.
I hope not.
I worded that really badly.
what she's saying is you were a slow burner.
Yeah.
No, like it's for me. I feel like I hold people in such high regard, and then they start to disappoint me. Sam just constantly got better and better and better,
lovely.
as it went on, and everything just felt right. Like there was no mismatch in communication. Like
Until we got married.
When did you get married?
14th of December.
3 weeks ago now.
Yeah,
4
so-
weeks ago.
Covered in Hello Magazine.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Like
guys.
what that was,
you.
and you mentioned earlier about your second wedding. Did I mishear that?
Yes.
So you've had your wedding in December.
We've just done our registry office, and then the registry office became a lot bigger of a deal than we anticipated.
Because it was a wedding in Hello Magazine. So
But
that's
basically.
a warm-up wedding.
Yeah. I
Fucking
mean,
hell, what's
Sam
the-
wants to do a Vanderpump style big like blowout wedding as well.
And what's that going to entail?
oh, that will be huge. 200 people. We haven't done
Louise, get your hat.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll get an invite, yes?
The invites are in
Well,
the
listen,
phone.
we'll be the babysitters. We'll look after the baby.
You don't want that. You'll miss the wedding.
That's true.
Yeah.
We'll
So,
take
do you know,
it in
if
turns.
somebody said that to my husband, they'd be like, he'd be go like, yes,
Yeah,
you look after the
absolutely,
baby,
yeah.
and then we can just have a
Yeah,
great time.
exactly.
And you're like, no, honestly, what about the baby?
No, so I think we did the registry office, and it was meant to be it was actually my aunt who very much turned around to me and was like, you need to get married before the baby comes. It would just be lovely for you guys to go, and my mum as well. It would be lovely for you guys to go into.
We
for Alice
never
to go
imagined it not being like our plan was marriage and then babies, right? So I think it just fit to do
And
that.
because he was such a slow burner and you couldn't get off him, what's happened is you're up the duff now. So it's like, what are we going to do? Get
Up
wed?
the duff.
Up the duff.
That's a northern term,
It is
isn't it?
such a northern
that's a
friend.
northern
Hey,
term.
up duff and that, yeah. She was a right horny once, she's up duff now. But yeah, right, carry on.
Yeah,
I
carry on,
digress here. Tell us about this wedding.
I think, we just wanted to be officially married before Alice gave birth to Juke. We all want to have the same last name. Just that's our personal preference. We're not saying what's right or wrong. That was our personal preference. So my mum and my aunt were also, that was their personal preference. So we were like, okay, let's just do our registry office. Because some people separate their registry office to their actual wedding anyway, because they do abroad weddings and so forth. We're like, we'll just do our registry office and we'll keep it a complete secret. Well, that turned out really well.
You did really well with that one. Yeah.
How did that come about? Because I don't know I haven't spoken to anyone that's had like a wedding through a magazine.
I'd spoken about it in a TikTok or
That's
something.
how it happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
Alice
I
spoke
see.
about it in a TikTok that we were having this small thing. And then the magazines reached out and we were like, okay, fine, but we are not giving you access to our wedding sort of thing. What we're going to do is have our wedding.
Have
and
our
we will,
photographer.
Oh,
we will give you the photos.
Right. Yeah.
So that does sound private.
Well,
then.
yeah, it was still very private. We gave them kind of a post-exclusive access.
Yeah.
And how nice you've got those. I know you had a photographer anyway, but having the extra pictures, it's like the clips that I've seen and pictures I've seen, it's the pictures of people in the background that you always miss. I mean, there's all the bridal pictures and
like
best
seeing
men
their
groom.
reaction and stuff.
Yeah, and like them dancing and having a drink and a chat with each other, and then you realise that your wedding is obviously for you, but then it's like everyone around you is having an amazing time.
These are the people making the memories.
Yeah, and you kind of you can't see that on the day, can you? And it's just like lovely.
I mean, that does scare me. I mean, don't get me wrong. We are 100% doing our big wedding with our first dances because we haven't done our first dance yet. We haven't done our
speeches. We didn't do anything traditionally.
We haven't done our Hindu. We haven't done our stag. Hindu and stag do.
So exciting.
So we are 100% doing our big wedding, but it does scare me because for what was such a small ceremony turned into a fairly expensive day.
Yeah.
And how quickly that went. And if our actual wedding is going to be 10 times that price, probably, then how quickly does that money go? I mean, you're inside. I was like,
that is a scary thing.
I really want to drag it out.
So the placenta is already on sale.
yeah.
It's already online. The baby's not even here yet.
So 100% we're selling the placenta. So if you want to go
Anyone
to our
interested?
website,
Taking offers over 45,000, please.
There is a bidding war going on at the moment.
Would it be in the UK or?
I think so.
I'm actually not going to give any details. We're not giving any details away this time. We're going to keep it very, very.
So you wouldn't have a magazine there because it sounds like it should be there.
I think we'll do a similar thing to this time. After we've done it,
I want to see what's happening.
Yeah, we'll give out. You're coming.
I mean, you've said that now.
Yeah, can we just get a loop of that, please? Yeah,
we're coming. I don't even mind being a babysitter, like for real.
Do you think you guys will get a nanny?
No, I think Juke will be stood next to me at the wedding.
Or just and just generally, do
my
you think?
mum actually works as a nanny, so and Sam's mum's pretty much retired. My dad's retired. My mum only works afternoons, so I don't think we'll need a nanny.
Home. We don't need
that's
it.
lovely.
We'll be hands
lucky
on
enough.
Yeah.
We're very lucky enough. I mean, my family are very. We've never had nannies or anything like that, and I don't think we ever would. We're very hands-on as family's everything to us in our family.
And you can never say never. That. You know, circumstances might change at some point, but
I think
now, no.
The stereotype is when you associate people that have been on like Made in Chelsea, you think, oh my God, everyone's loaded. Like everyone will have a baby in like the Portland. They'll all have nannies.
They'll
Everyone
have
looks
a night
amazing. Night nurse, all that kind of stuff.
We don't
but you
intend to
two
do any
are
of it.
so down to earth.
100%. I think both our families are. You know, if you especially know anything about my family, everyone in my family comes from a very working background, and everything they do in business is very much that of. So I've grown up like that, and I think Alice has also grown up like that. You know, we're not the sort of people that would have nannies or anything like that. We want to be very hands-on, familial. Yeah,
which is amazing. Can you just talk about your auntie a little bit, please? Iconic.
She's cool. She's cool.
You've mentioned about your auntie a lot.
Yeah. Like I said, we're a very close family. And I think there was a big moment, unfortunately, when my dad passed away.
Yeah.
Where there was obviously a big hole left in mine and my brother's life, and my auntie took it upon herself to step into that role.
Your dad's sister.
Yeah. So
Lisa.
she, as we like to call her, she is my father in a wig. Do you know what? I always say she must hate me referencing her as that. But she actually goes, you know what? I'll take it.
Yeah.
I mean, she looks incredible.
She is amazing, isn't she?
Beautiful.
Absolute goals. Yeah.
Yeah.
So photogenic.
I mean, so my mum is the maternal side, you know, would come round, help clean.
She does the motherly things, like she really does.
Where my aunt is the disciplinarian, for sure.
Is she?
She keeps Sam in line, on check.
If I get a FaceTime that I'm not expecting, I'm expecting raised voices.
Really?
Oh, really?
Or it's going to be something about my brother and I not getting on because, so it's like, you know what, you guys have got to get over this.
Oh, so she will get involved
she's
with
very influential, and she's a really big guiding force for Sam. Like, I feel like if anyone can get through to Sam, it would be her.
And what's she like with you? Do you
She's
find
amazing.
Because, you know, like the mother-in-law dynamic and stuff, do you ever feel a bit of pressure?
I mean, at the start, everyone kind of said, oh, she doesn't like anyone, good luck, da-la-la.
It's always lovely and refreshing to
Yeah,
hear that, isn't it?
thank you. You're filling me with confidence. But I've had a great relationship with her. She was in London for quite a long period of time over summer, and we ended up spending a lot of time with her, probably more than would have happened normally, because
I thought you were going to say more than you wanted to, but you mean, sorry. I thought you were going somewhere else with that then.
This will just give you an understanding of my aunt is very particular about who she lets into her inner circle. She's nicknamed Alice to Al, and like she doesn't just throw around nicknames for people. She has invited Alice to like really intimate dinners in the sense of like only close family involved, and like she's really brought her in like to some of her close friends, which is again very, very rare, you know.
Yeah.
So
she obviously really
she's
cares
giving
about
the
you.
signs. We did a lot of filming around one of my aunt's TV shows, which she brought Alice into the fold with. So I think all of these kind of signs just show, she likes Alice.
And what was that like to be part of her filming? And
well, I don't know how much we're allowed to say on that.
Yeah, we can't say too much.
Fine.
I mean, I can give a little away probably by the time.
Go on then.
Yes, please do.
Go on.
It's massive. I mean, American style reality TV production is just amazing. And it was great. It's actually the first time I've done anything with my aunt on TV in the last few months. So
it's very different from the TV that we do like now.
In what way?
It was like on
filming
steroids.
24/7.
Like imagine
really?
everything you say about America is like parts of the UK, but just on steroids, right?
Bigger,
like exaggerated, you know,
and
very
I think
much like that.
even with the TV stuff, it was just on steroids. So it was
even the camera crew, you think it's triple the size.
Yeah, it was breathtaking.
Oh,
it really
gosh.
was. I mean, like what she's been putting together, it was like a movie set. It was the budgets. It's unbelievable.
And
It's
she's
just
super
beautiful.
famous, like obviously over here, but like over there, does she get recognised
Oh yeah,
everywhere?
Oh my gosh, when we went to Vegas, it was like she couldn't take 2 steps without people sort of coming over.
Does it bother her?
I think she's amazing with it. Like she always takes pictures, she talks to everyone. Like,
But she's always been in that social circle as well, in that scene. I mean, from a young age, just like me, she was going to theatre school, so she was doing adverts. So it's not been an overnight thing for her. She's worked her whole life to get to where she is.
Yeah.
And it's been a gradual thing. And, you know, she's just becoming bigger and, bigger as the time goes on. So, no, it doesn't faze her. I mean, you know, she's just always been in that. And it is a gradual thing. And
Is she going to be around when the baby arrives?
hopefully. Maybe.
she's got a very, very, very busy schedule. I don't think I've ever met someone that has a more filled life. So hopefully the timings align.
I mean, we think we're extremely busy. You know, we're filming Made in Chelsea. I've got my own podcast, which we do. You know, we're obviously guests on your podcast today. So we do a lot.
Highlight of the week. Sorry, carry on.
So, I mean, we're extremely busy and we do a lot. And then all of a sudden my aunt comes to town and it was
Puts
so
everything
lovely.
into perspective, isn't it?
It was so lovely having her here for a few months. But when you see her schedule, it's like, wow. And she's up at 7 a.m. and she's stopping at like midnight.
And is that with the filming? Or is that just everything?
She does so much.
Because she produces like her own shows as well, so there's so much more to it.
But she's not just got the filming, she's got her businesses as well. She's got a flower business, she's got a dog charity, she's got restaurants. Honestly, it puts everything in perspective, and it's a real inspiration to follow for sure. Every morning she'll be having her English breakfast tea. Very milky though.
Yeah, she uses one tea bag for 2
Reusing the tea
teas.
bag.
Oh my gosh,
really?
Yeah. I mean, if that doesn't, she might punch us in the face for saying that. I don't know.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with doing that at all.
Does she put the milk in first? No.
No.
Good.
But we disagree with the way she has a cup of tea.
The only time I've ever felt like under pressure around her was when I made her a cup of tea and I just saw her face, look at it, and I said, "Oh, do you want some more milk?" And she was like, "Yes, please." I made it too dark.
You're like, this is make or break in a
Yeah,
relationship.
literally.
Especially from being from Yorkshire, if you don't make a cup of tea properly, it's like you're out.
Yeah,
I think
it's a big thing. What kind of parents do you see yourselves being, or any concerns coming up?
Alice thinks I'm the strict parent, don't you?
I'm not sure. I feel like we're both very laid back.
I'm fun but strict, I think.
That's good.
Even Alice gets told off every now and then.
Yeah.
All you have to do is some dad jokes and then the kid will be off, won't it?
Yeah, exactly. You'll be like, I need
If you
to
do
get
that
out
again,
of
I'm
this
going to tell
house.
you a joke.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dad. Have you packed your hospital bag?
No.
Okay.
We
We're
were
not
gonna
far
do it-
away
actually,
from...
We were going to do it last night, and then we decided we're going to do it today. So we're
But I
actually doing it
also
today.
realised that I don't think
Good.
we've got the stuff that needs packing either. So
We've got nappies.
We don't even have long sleeve newborn baby grows.
Are you gonna take a white/cream outfit in?
Of course I am. My silk pajamas are white. Or should I not?
I would suggest a pair of Wellington boots and a wax jacket. But, you know,
I love your face. You were kind of making a joke. Are you gonna? And you were like, yeah, of course.
And I was like,
gotta look stylish.
I don't have anything other than white and cream, do I?
No.
Have you got white? Have you got white fluffy slippers as well?
I don't own slippers actually.
Okay,
is that something I should invest in? Before
I would. I'd probably.
Or are these okay?
Yeah, they look. Yeah.
Maybe just some flip-flops.
Flip-flop. For just the shower
after.
as well.
Yeah, just for the shower
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think what I loved during all my labours was TENS machine was brilliant.
What is a TENS machine? I actually don't know.
It just kind of like takes the edge off contractions.
I think it's like not an electrical shock, but it's some kind of like
transfer the pain
thing.
Yeah,
to me.
No.
It's going to be on your ball bag in a minute.
if that was possible,
from here
would you take the pain?
Yeah, definitely.
No. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on. You're going to smash parenting.
Thank you so much.
And obviously, all the best, you know, for you with your journey and the transplant and everything. And thank you for coming on and talking about raising awareness about donating organs. I think it's an amazing thing that you're doing, and good luck for your health journey. We'll obviously wish you the best, and with your baby coming along.
Thank you so much.
I can't wait to meet Juke. We'll have to have you back on. Sam and Alice, everyone!
If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.